Okay, now D is to develop a chase plan. Okay, so we start with so we have, okay, we'll leave the first row blank for initial conditions, and we have demand is given in the problem as 160, 180, 220 and 200. Okay. Now production required. Okay. Now the initial inventory is 0 and there is no safety stock. Okay, so initial inventory is 0, safety stock is also 0. So for the first quarter it is 160, okay, minus the initial inventory plus safety stock, so it's 160 itself. I'm just showing this so in case these are non-zeros you should know how to adjust it. And the rest of them are exactly the same as the demand, because that's what chase plan is. So next is workers needed. Okay, we know each worker will produce 5.2 units per worker per quarter. So workers needed will be, you have to take the production needed divided by the production rate per worker, and that will give you the number of workers needed. (220 over 5.2 is 42.31. 200 over 5.2 will give you 38.46. So we can round these as workers needed. Okay, rounded would be 31, 35, 43 and 39. For total worker quarters will be 148. Okay, next is workers hired and fired. So here is where the initial value is important. So initially we have 30 workers coming from here. There are 30 workers currently. So which means if we need 31 in quarter 1, so we have to hire 1 worker. Okay, so here we have to hire 4 more workers. Then 35 to 43 we have to hire 8 more workers. And now we are going down from 43 to 39, so we have to fire 4 workers. So that means total hired will be 13, total fired will be 4. Okay, so now let's compute the cost. Okay, so cost summary. Okay, now regular wages. Okay, so that is equal to, there are 148 worker quarters, okay, times $7,800 per worker per quarter. So that will give you $1,154,400. Okay, now overtime cost is 0, subcontracting cost is 0, because in strict chase strategy you can't have those. Okay, hiring cost is, we hired a total of 13 workers over 4 quarters times hiring cost per quarter per worker is 350. So that is 4,550. Firing cost is we fired a total of 4 workers and the firing cost per worker is 500. So that will give us $2,000. Carrying cost or holding cost is 0 because we don't, in Chase we're producing exactly what is needed. So the only stock that we will carry from quarter to quarter will be the safety stock, and in this case the safety stock is 0, so there is no carrying cost. So now we add these costs, then you get 1,160,950. So that is the total cost. This is for the Chase plan.